So we are here. We have at least one person in chat. So that's good.
You bot boy. I don't like that guy.
Yeah. So. So yeah. So what have you guys been this week? I guess we can start with a little chit chat. You guys been doing good.
I am, schedule permitting, going to be in another D&D game, so that'll be
Hey, nice.
3 D&D games, and then 1 game of a different session.
Okay,
Or of a different system.
that's nice.
I'll believe that other game when I see it.
We also, just as a heads up, so let's see. Next week we will not
Don't make fun of
have
my
a session, presumably, or at least on a normal one. I believe, right? Because 2 people are going to be missing, I think.
Yeah, I won't be here next week.
Yeah, Jack will be here.
I'm gone.
Yeah, so next week we
Also,
will not
like, I'm
be
gone
in-
the 4th and 5th, so.
Okay, yeah.
well,
So
whatever.
no normal session next week for.
Hey, you're the one that
watching
said you weren't
along.
going to do anything all of next month, sir.
And
What?
we're gonna see about the weeks after that. I may do a side thing. What we might do is like run a second like alternative game in this world, I guess, if I can throw something together, or a one shot or something if you guys are up for that. But we'll figure, or we'll do the normal campaign and figure
What
out a way to make
caliber?
it work. We'll see. I don't know. But
It's a terrible one shot then.
but yeah, you're right. So.
Pew pew.
In any case, though, this week we're here, and we're gonna go ahead and hop right into it, I guess, with a recap first.
This game is brought to you by
Yeah.
Squarespace.
So we had, let's see, so we had actually not too much happen last week because it was a shorter session. We actually only played for like 3.5 hours, I think, because
And
breaks
nothing
and stuff.
got done.
Yeah.
I mean,
fucking.
that's not true.
This is not like
I mean-
It's minorly a complaint, but like
We made no progress.
between the last 2 sessions, it was like
Yo, you saved
One
your
day.
sister though.
yeah, but it was like one day.
But did you
Hey,
save
That's
the
true.
world?
That's true. Time wise,
Uh,
in the
Hey,
game.
this session you entered a cave.
So
This session
no,
you
no, I
tried to sleep.
I get what you guys mean.
Who's
And now
eating
this session,
cookies? Come
we're
on now.
almost
No,
going to
even
leave
fucking,
the
I told
team.
you I'm fucking sponsored by Chester the Cheetah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
so,
hear that.
So when we started
but
last
what type?
session, we had started right after the
Top
Griffin
price.
thing, with the whole
Not
like
bad choice.
the whole like one-on-one orc thing, and the Griffin got saved and was sort of like following you guys around, and so you guys started traveling. Or finished traveling that day, and that's pretty much where we picked up, is that you guys made it to the Davros Earth Temple, that or shrine or whatever, and it's there that you guys decided we're gonna spend the night here. We've already been through here. We'd also, I think you guys had also said basically you wanted to like check out the other stuff that you couldn't explore the first time. Whatever the reason, you guys decided to stop there. And during the night, then there was an attack on you guys. The Griffin actually like perked up and
The Griffin led them to us.
yeah, totally. So the Griffin went and killed one, killed a kobold, and warned you
That's what
guys.
Led them to us.
And
Like,
and
honestly, that's what
and you guys were attacked. Basically, you retreated down the tunnel to the cavernous area there, and sort of set up a nice little defensive area on the staircases there, and had a pretty nice little battle with them, with the bad guys. However, about like halfway through the battle, then Nox came over and like I think you just hit your sister, or you Eldritch Blasted. I'm not sure what happened, but
Me and Miles beat the fuck out of her.
yeah, and then her like hood went flying off, and you saw that it was your sister actually, because you hadn't known who it was before. I described it as you sort of vaguely recognized the voice, although it sounded distorted, because it did, because she was possessed by a demon. But it sounded roughly familiar to you. And then you saw that it was your sister. So you guys finished up the combat. You actually killed one of those Drakeling things that you had run into before as well. And you killed that, you killed all the kobolds, and then you knocked out Nox's sister. But from her body rose a demon, this shadowy, demonic creature that you guys also dispatched. It didn't actually get to do too much. It missed a bunch. And you killed it, and found out after the battle ended that Nox's sister, Satali, she had apparently been, she had no memory of the past like few weeks or however long it was, and was pretty much like devastated, like pretty much traumatized by this, because she's like, you know, didn't know if she'd been like killing people or whatever, but she knew that she'd been, you guys told her that she'd been possessed by a demon, and that's why she all of a sudden woke up here in this strange cave. But at least she had her sister Nox with her. In her satchel or bag, then she actually had a few things. She had two arrows, I think? I don't remember the number.
Yeah.
2 arrows that had some blue powdered coating on the end. And what was and then the map. And then there was one other thing that I closed the notes out. It was one other
She gave those arrows to Miles.
Okay. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, and then a potion, right? Did you guys identify the potion? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
But at least according to the DMG, all you need to do to identify a potion is take a little taste.
Oh yeah. You know, actually,
So-
I
I
read
can
that the
identify
other
it
day.
without taking a taste, though.
Yeah, but Nox gets her tongue in it.
Gross.
It
Right in the
tastes-
bottle.
Cooties.
Let's see. How do I describe this in a way? I don't have to, but just to make this sound fun, you feel
$5 foot long.
you feel the normal
You
like
fail.
normally
You die instantly.
Normally the static electricity you get when you rub your feet on the ground, it doesn't affect you after you take a sip of this.
Okay.
It's a
I
potion of lightning resistance.
tossed that potion to her.
I'm pretty sure we had somehow identified it at the end.
Oh
of
no,
the
I
session.
just knew it. I just
You guys
guessed
guessed it pretty much, I think.
I didn't
So
say it, but I knew what it was.
yeah, it's a potion of lightning resistance.
I give that or Nox gives that to Ulf.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you.
Who would have expected what it was? No. Anyways.
I mean,
So-
I didn't.
So
I also wasn't mentally. I wasn't here last time, so
it's okay. Oh, that's all right. Okay, cool. Here we
So
go.
every session.
So wow. So
I mean,
so I
he's
guess
not wrong.
so. What we had sort of figured out is that basically, Ulf I think went back outside, back outside to like see if the griffin was still around, and the rest of you just basically like slumped down and go back to sleep. I think Satali took like an hour to wake up or so, but then you guys just went right back to bed. There's no serious interruptions after the combat, so. So let's see. So Ulf is outside with the griffin. The rest of you are inside in this cavern, and I guess that will bring us. We'll go ahead and start with you guys waking up in the morning, right?
oh no.
And so I don't know how I'll let you guys play this out because I'm sure you have stuff to talk about as a group, and so you guys wake up one by one.
Well,
Lovely.
accurate.
So do I know that his sister is a monk of the Earth Temple?
Her clothes look tattered, but they do look like the clothes that the monks from that temple were wearing when you talked to them originally. And
I just realized I can't remember what the Earth god is called. Davros or something?
Yeah.
Davros.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, well, you went to sleep. Okay, I can fix this stuff then.
Are they awake? Nox and her sister.
Yeah, I was just assuming that everyone would wake up. I'm assuming you guys wouldn't like just start talking right away. You'd probably make sure everyone's up and eating or whatever.
Sure, man.
So yeah.
Oh
no.
So Nox, what is your sister's name?
I mean,
Oh, you want? Yeah.
we're gonna assume she answers you.
She's gonna.
She
Yeah,
fucking
sorry.
sucks.
She's gonna be like She'll be like my name is Satali.
You're a monk of Davros, are you not?
Yes.
From back east?
Yeah. How did you know?
I'm searching for your ilk. Well, you and your ilk.
It's an odd term for
My
monks.
ilk.
That was like you. Other monks
You have
of
an elk.
Davros.
There's. Wait.
You
what
and
do
your elk.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Others like me? There were more like.
No
she,
more taken, yes.
she looks at like the bodies on the ground, like of the kobolds. How do you know this?
I'm finding them.
You're finding them. So you've been to my monastery then in the eastern
Yes.
ranges. How many others were there?
I can't remember.
I think it was like 5.
Yeah, it was something like that. 5 or 6.
And so they were just like me then, taken away.
Something like that.
And she kind of she doesn't really say anything back. She just kind of like sits there looking sad. Unless you say anything, of course.
Oh.
And, well, I guess after like maybe 10 seconds, she would look back up to you and say, and be like, I mentioned this to Nox last night, but I have no recollection of anything that's happened since I was back at my monastery.
Are you absolutely certain about that? Because anything you can remember would help us a great
Do you
deal.
remember back when you were at your monastery? What was the last thing you remember?
Well, essentially, and so she looks kind of like pained, like troubled, like she's thinking back on it. One of the more senior monks essentially called me into a meeting, and then they said that they said it's so hard to remember, but I remember they said something about needing me for a special assignment, but I refused them because it seemed like yes. You said-
Forgive me, but I have a horrible memory. What was your name again?
Sitali.
Holly.
C-I...
Actually,
yeah.
you were the one that led the other monks out.
I led them out?
Yes. At least according to what the other monks at your monastery told me.
What do you mean by led them out?
Like, it was her and 5 other monks. Boy by the name of Leon, Luke, Amelia, Nathan, and Ron. And they were led out by a woman named
Oh
Satar.
god.
Okay,
That's what the monks told me. That's all I know.
Mila, Luke, who, Nathan, and Ron?
Leon,
Leon.
Amelia,
Amelia.
Nathan, Ron.
It's like this boy's reading off a list.
And
It's almost like I am.
and she says that Leon and Luke and Nathan, Amelia, and Ron as well. They all, but
Listen, what your monastery told me, they followed you.
the last thing I remember is when I I just remember the one senior member of the monastery, Gene. He called me in and was telling me that he needed me to do some assignment out here in the Western Ranges, but his tone, it scared me, and I told him I wanted to think on it and speak to the others. And when I refused him, then he called something out, and then I felt almost like I was enveloped in darkness. That's the last thing I remember.
Miles,
That's probably when the demon overtook you.
did you speak to this Gene when you were at the monastery?
You did not.
Did I?
No, you didn't hear anything about any Gene or anything like that.
Can't remember.
Like the blue one.
I don't remember any blue people there, so no.
Kind of itchy sometimes.
I didn't itch any of them, so I have no idea.
Yeah, he so Miles only he talked to like one or two other monks. None of them were named Gene. So that's for you, Drake.
Well, for the time being, we should get to Snowfell.
I agree. But I do
And
think
we've-
it is worth our time to at least look at this temple to Davros while we're here. I mean, I assume that
It's far to the east.
No, you guys are in
we're
it.
there.
We're in it.
I thought we were to the other.
You know, you're in the Temple of Davros.
And I'm forgetting which deity.
You were previously at the Larama one.
Yeah. The
We're a blue,
blue
we're green
one.
now.
All right.
You weren't with us at the time, Miles, but we were sent here by Tharival to explore it when we were teleported to whatever monastery you found us at. Speaking of, Miles, do you know what monastery that was?
No.
You mean the...
It was just some keep, as far as I know.
Okay, so what's his face told us that was a monastery?
Yeah, Rhinebout.
Yeah.
yeah, Rainbow.
All right.
Rambo.
The rye boat.
Rainbow.
Rainbow.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Jack leaving without a horrifying beeping noise first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
benefit.
weird. There was no buzz of the phone and no doorbell. Must be coffee.
Or the government. We can assume that the people that were tracking us down were from the temple that we escaped from, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I will remind you, so Anna had heard the voice of Satali when she was possessed before as well, and recognized
And also
it.
we saw Satali.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But at that point, she probably would have been taken over by the demon, I suppose.
Oh, she was
Well,
taken over
If
a
she
long time
was
ago.
working with them without a demon inside of her, I'd be concerned.
Let's see. I'm gonna go to Satali and ask her.
Okay. What do you ask her?
I'm
Are you working with them?
no.
Where's Rachel?
Where's Otherwin? No, but I would go over to her and say, let's see. Do you remember anything of your time back in the temple where all the... I need the name of the temple to know what's going on.
Do you mean the one you were captured in?
Yes.
You could say the one with all the Averial monks or something. That'd be one way to recognize it, or the one with the.
Yeah. The one with all the death.
I am afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Are you sure?
Yes, I really don't remember anything. Maybe if I spend my time collecting myself today, maybe bits will come back. But right now, I just feel like I've woken up from a long sleep.
Okay. Here's the
When we
thing.
get to Snowfeld, we should probably leave you there. Leave you
Well,
with Thurl.
I
Probably be the
think.
safest place for you.
Well, I think that if anything, I'd like to go back to see my family in Fellington. They can take care of me while I try to figure out what's going on, and I don't think it'd be a good idea for me to return to my monastery.
Yes. Suppose Fellington would be all right.
That's where my family is, and Nox's family, of course, too. Our family.
It's just really out of the way. Any volunteers to walk her there?
I mean, I might be able to keep an eye from above. Make sure she stays safe.
You do that for me.
One monk to another, sure.
And she just she nods at you and is like, that would be most appreciated. I suppose once we reach Snowfeld, how far are we away?
It's a
Pretty
bit.
far.
once we reach there, I suppose I can travel the rest of the way to Fellington, and if your friend here, if your bird friend here would be kind enough to accompany me, I'd greatly appreciate it.
We do prefer Avriel, but
Yes, I apologize.
Can I make a request when you're on your way back to Snowfeld?
you mean Fellington?
Aren't you going back to Snowfeld or
Yeah,
going to
they're-
Fellington?
She wants
Like,
to go
I
with
think-
you guys back to Snowfeld together.
Yeah, I think,
you're all.
we all are going back to Snowfeld.
We are all
Oh.
going to Snowfeld, and then Kass and
Yeah, I was confused. There seemed to be an implication that we wouldn't want to just like bring her with us.
No, yeah, she wants to
there.
go. That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say. She wants to go with you guys to Snowfeld, and then from there, then Cass and her will split off.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll leave the freaky stuff for after Snowfeld.
While we're on our way to Snowfeld, like you said, you were going to try and collect yourself,
Yes. I don't know.
and I would like you to try, anyways, to try and think of a way, or think of what those folks were doing with magic uses in.
I'll try to do. I'll try to do my best. I know what you mean. Just try to remember anything that might be of use, because obviously there's something going on here that I was a part of unwillingly.
All right.
Yes, I'll try to do that.
All right. Cool. Should we explore the rest of this temple before we head off? Then.
I think before Jack left, that's what he was saying. Knox was saying as well.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna go explore the temple. Wolf just trots on in.
Okay, do you guys all go together?
I'm gonna follow him.
Hey,
I've seen what happens when he fights something alone the last
on.
game.
hold on 1 second.
I mean, you were
Fight
fighting a
some-
drake and a few goblins.
I have to just pull something
So
out.
are we going
Kobolds or whatever
to?
they
I mean,
walk-
I was also like surrounded. I couldn't move without
Yeah.
being taken out. So
Hold on 1 second. All right.
Safety in numbers.
I'm just pulling up my information for this.
Careful
place.
if we find anything.
you haven't seen what I did.
important.
That
Poetry's
Yeah.
gonna have to pretend to be Knox.
Hold
So
on.
we fully explored the left side already, yeah?
No, you guys had that battle
Didn't
with
we
the
just,
We
like-
got to.
teleportation
You said we
stuff?
got to the very end of that side.
No.
We had a fight in what I think you said was a dead end chamber.
It was a crossroads chamber, not a dead end.
Oh.
There were other tunnels leading off of it. It was just
Sorry about
a.
that.
Yeah, no problem. It was just a. It was a crossroads area. There were 2 other tunnels leading off of it.
And then we got
sounds-
teleported in the right side.
Sounds tiresome.
Yeah, we got teleported going down the right way.
But apparently
Okay,
we didn't
well.
explore all of the left way. So
We didn't go that way at all, I don't think.
I think you guys went the left. Oh yeah.
The left
I,
way.
I
I'm
don't
pretty sure
remember.
is the way
but,
we went.
but yeah, it was. One
No,
way or the
because
other.
we looked.
I
Like,
think at least
for
Anna
the-
went down the left way.
Anna might have, but
okay,
when we
yeah.
got to the crossroads, we took the direction that was like which way takes us to the temple.
I think I hit the crossroads and went back actually.
Because there was a sign.
All right, so the hold on, let me get to. I'm just trying to get to the part here. Okay, so
Yeah, we came to the crossroads saying, and we followed. There was a sign that pointed to the temple, and we just went that way, and we ignored the rest.
okay,
And then we got to the main cavern with the elemental.
okay.
Oh, we're back there.
Yeah, you guys are there.
And then when Anna was sneaking around by the staircase at the end of the cavern, she found another crossroads, and
Yeah.
then she came back.
That's the way you guys went down the left way there, I think. And that's where you guys fought originally.
Right, that was the direction we went.
Yeah, you guys fought. after that point, in one direction. At
Oh no,
a
I did.
little
We decided to
cabin.
go left. Yeah,
Yep.
we went left. And then the owl went to the right. And we never heard from them again.
Oh my god, that's right, because
Yeah.
the owl was... Oh my god. I forgot about
The
that.
owl's gone.
The owl
Yeah,
disappeared.
it
as soon as owl
disappears,
went.
yeah. But it was Elowen's.
It
right,
never warned us of danger, so it didn't show up.
Yeah, there wasn't danger, I guess. No, obviously.
And it
I
went back
mean-
to what was it, a Fey or Celestial?
I think... I don't know, but... So,
It went
This
back to a different
so-
place.
Like me.
So you
I'd
guys...
assume Fae, but
so-
I really didn't decide.
So you guys went. So you guys want to go to the right or the left first? The way the owl went, or the way you guys went
Also-
originally?
Is the dice spot okay?
Oh, I don't
No,
know.
it's not. It's very sick.
So which way do you guys want to go first?
Well,
Let's go left.
I say we go left. It's
Okay.
where we were trying to go in the first place.
Yep, sounds good.
And from
There'll be weak old bodies down there.
Yeah. So you guys
Or
go
something
down the
eating
way.
them.
We're not going to go into
The griffin?
the details of everything. I'm not going to describe everything in painstaking detail until you guys get. I'm not going to go over everything, but you guys travel down that tunnel through a few caverns and get back to the place where you guys had originally been teleported. As you guys start nearing this place, then yeah, there's a pretty bad stench in here. It smells like decomposing flesh, rotting flesh, and bodies, corpses here.
Is the griffin with us?
The griffin is not with you guys. It would not go inside.
What if I blow the horn?
It actually, at some parts, it can't actually fit, so it couldn't even if it wanted to.
Oh, well then.
It probably it could have made it into the main cavern if it really wanted to, maybe. And if you blew the horn, it actually probably would, with some coaxing, maybe go in there. But it won't go past the main cavern. Anyways, though.
Grizzles.
So yeah, so you guys so you guys come around the corner here, and you see that cavern that you guys had fought in. There's a bunch of bodies here, all the bodies that you had left here of goblins, and let's see, I guess it was, I have right here. There were goblins, 2 hobgoblins, and some avriels.
Yep.
And there was obviously the woman that then you teleported with, along with one other goblin. But everyone else, all the other bodies are here. They're all, various states of decomposed, and it smells awful. And there are 2 branches leading off from this.
Have any of them been chewed on?
It does not appear so. You don't have to make a check.
Nope.
They look
No ceiling worms.
no ceiling worms here.
Or caterpillars.
So there are 2 paths that lead off of here. One on the right, one on the left. It's up to you guys.
Does either way appear to lead to that simple?
I mean, you'll have to explore both of them.
Let's go left.
All right. So you go left, and the tunnel doesn't go too much further until finally it actually splits into what appears to be some sort of like. What's a good way to describe it? I don't know. It's like the room essentially opens up into like a normal cavern, but then like where you would expect it to be right in the middle of the room, where the widest part of the room, instead of opening up even more, there's actually just a wall there. And it's like a stone wall, kind of in the middle of the room, and there is a doorway here that is open.
So
And-
it leads to a wall in the middle of a room with a door.
Yeah, a big old door, like 10 feet tall, like 10 feet wide door, like stone door too, that you would have to like push open or use some mechanism. It is
Right, so-
open.
I'm gonna try to push it open.
It's
is
open already. But before the
close it
base, before the base of the door, there are also several kobold bodies.
Seems like a trap door to me.
Yeah, maybe.
Only one way to find out.
Steps back.
I find a little rock and I throw it into the doorway.
Right?
Yep, that was the one way.
It nothing happens.
Okay. Well,
Ulf pushes on.
All right, so you
Yeah.
once
follow
you
Ulf.
when you walk through the door,
Let Ulf go
essentially
first.
directly on your left when you open the door, then there is more of the cavern that it opens up a little more again. But one thing you instantly notice right after you walk through, you couldn't have seen this from the outside, but on the ground here is what appears to be another body of an elemental earth creature. More like a roughly humanoid shaped boulder, made up of boulder body here that is laying on the ground. And you can actually see like some scorch marks on the rocks. They're not, not scorch marks because it's not really burn rock, but you know what I mean, like soot or whatever. And behind it though is what appears to be a altar sort of set into the wall. And let me see.
Speaking of which, how dark is it in these rooms right now?
I mean, it's dark, but I'm assuming you guys I was assuming you guys would cast light or whatever, do the light thing.
Yeah, I'm
Anna
blind without
typically
light,
does,
so...
I mean, I
currently
was.
still have dark
Can
vision.
we? Well, yeah. Can we retcon that back? Because I would have noticed it getting dark. That I would have taken some of the blood from the dead bodies and put it
Oh.
on my sword and use that as light.
Okay,
Sure.
I got you.
Bad light.
So
Hey,
Anna
it works.
usually
Don't you
casts
have
light on her sword.
yeah.
But
Don't you
also,
have dark vision?
I
Yeah.
have dark vision. Anna doesn't though.
She currently does, yeah.
Your sword only glows like 5 feet, so I think I can't remember the
Isn't it
description of
glow
the word.
sword?
Let's look it up.
Both Kass and Anna have dark
But also,
vision,
I
so-
can just use a cantrip instead of having to slash dead bodies.
So the
I mean, I like slashing dread bodies though.
yeah.
Also, it probably wouldn't work since the corpse doesn't
Look,
have.
I'm not going to tell
It
you.
says
you
it
can't do that.
shines with the
I-
brightness of a torch.
I have devil eyes.
So in any case, the
Devil eyes.
so there's a sort of altar,
Either
an
way,
alcove.
all of us have dark vision.
Yeah.
Anna.
Okay.
It's dug into the wall. There's like a little altar here, and it looks like there is sort of a stand where something was sitting, but is no longer there. It also like there's actually also a pile of like copper coins. That's
I ain't carrying that.
and like maybe 1 or 2 silver, 1 or 2 gold. It will say like 3 gold and 4 silver. That looks like it's all
I'll
been
carry
like
that.
it looks like it's all been pushed around or something. Like it almost looks like there was someone else who took all the valuable stuff and left the unvaluable stuff. Because it's definitely been messed with. And above the altar, there's an inscription that says, I didn't actually write down, or if I did, I have lost it in my notes. But something along the lines of like, here lies. Oh god, actually, hold on. I do have it. Hold on. I just remembered. There is something important about this. Hold on, 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It says, here lies the right side of the skull of Dalrim.
You called it, Anna.
The what?
She called it.
Oh yeah, and then it says, and then beyond that it says, if any find it, who know not what to do with it, at least keep it away from those who wish to use it for evil.
Yeah, we should probably incinerate the chunk we have.
And
On game if you are.
and that's it. As far as what it says above there.
And so we're gonna take the eye, yeah.
The what?
Well, it's not there.
It's
No,
not there.
there's nothing there. It's a stand, like an empty stand.
Oh.
And
What eye? Wasn't it
And
just a
take-
skull fragment?
Right side, not right eye.
Hold on one second. Anyways.
Yep. I'm hoping this boy only has 2 eyes.
That'd be scary.
I mean,
Dealing with that kid from Dragon Ball Z.
If they really want to bring this boy back, can't they just find somebody with true resurrection?
Maybe he's cursed.
That's true.
So what do you guys do now?
just find a wizard with the wish spell.
I mean, I suppose we should see if we can find anything else in these caves.
Alright.
Because, like, where we were, there was skull fragment and other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Alright, sounds
Yeah,
good.
maybe there's an ingenious locked door that they'll never figure out how to enter.
Possible.
So the
Go balls are down.
Stick our finger in it
Alright.
again.
So you guys go back the other way then. There was a little like branching path along the way before the main cavern as well. We'll assume that you guys go down there. On that end, it's actually there's nothing of interest. Just a little like a little cavern. It actually looks like there's signs that there was maybe like some sort of camp set up here. I don't know what the signs would be, but you know, you guys are looking around. I'm not gonna make you roll. You're all looking. Looks like there were signs of maybe like a bedroll being put down here, rocks moved around here. And this is this is in the tiny branch close to the end of that whole path. So then, so you guys head back to the main fork now, I'm assuming, and go the other way that the owl had gone.
The main second fork.
Yeah, the main second fork. Yeah, you go back to the. I'm assuming you guys go the other way that the owl had gone, and that the other group of enemies had gone that you never explored. So this way. Okay, let me find it. Okay, yeah. So this way, the tunnel doesn't actually go as long, but after a little bit, then then the tunnel all of a sudden transitions into being a stone hallway. There's actually an archway that looks like it was a doorway, but the door is gone, whether it was burned or destroyed. And, there's like maybe like a tiny bit of like wood on the hinges or something, but it you reach this doorway and find yourselves in what is now a hallway. And it is
Is it a nice hallway?
yeah, it's decent looking. Like it looks like it hasn't been in use for a while. But it certainly seems nice enough. It's pretty decent craftsmanship. So branching off this hallway, there are a couple of other rooms, and I'll just assume you guys want to like poke your head in each of them, look around.
Ulf would.
All right.
Not
So-
would you?
So the first couple rooms that you poke your heads into basically are just filled with rubble. There's a few beds actually that look like they're like cots that haven't been used. And in the first one, Satali, I'm assuming you guys would let her go with you when you're exploring,
Yeah.
right? If she wanted
If
to.
she wants to.
Yeah, she would be fine with it. She'd be like, it's good for me to walk around a bit. In the first one, then she sort of gasps because above the, not like a huge gasp, but a little bit of surprise because above, like in one of the rooms on the wall, there is
A giant caterpillar.
yeah, exactly. No, there's a sigil of, or a insignia of the monastic order of Davros, and she's like, you had said that we were in a temple to Davros. This must be it.
It's abandoned.
Obviously.
There are no other monks here other than Kass.
I mean,
And me.
I said other.
you said other than Kass.
I said there are no other monks here other than Kass.
It's a,
So, anyways, so
Communication 101.
so there's it looks like these are a few, not barracks, it's not like a military thing, but like sleeping rooms where the
Living
monks
quarters.
would, living quarters, where that are pretty sparsely decorated, but there's like these bed frames that are out of use clearly as well. There's a big room that you guys find that has a bunch of tables all laid out in 2 rows, a couple of which are broken and all of which look like they're in disrepair. And actually in here you find signs that that there were people here semi-recently at least. There's like maybe some, chicken bones or something on the table that look like they're just thrown around randomly, that have some meat still on them. Clearly things have been here a little more recently. And that's about it for like notable things. There's several more of these rooms that I'm not going to go into great detail of, but very clearly this is actually not necessarily like a full-fledged monastery, but this is the temple. This is the actual temple itself. Or
What's at the
part of
end
it.
of this hallway?
At the end of this hall, so there's actually a couple different branching hallways, some of which are sort of have rubble filling them in, but all of which end up in dead ends, except for one. So you guys find this one hallway that continues onwards, and you take this hallway, and it actually transitions into what appears to be a natural cavern again. It goes back into being a natural cavern. In this cavern where there's essentially just a rock wall in front of you guys. And this hallway actually also, not this hallway, this cavern also has some sort of crack that is leaking light in. Just a tiny crack that is leaking light in, and a ray of light is shining onto this wall that's in front of you guys. It looks like the wall has been carved out or chiseled out to be more flat. And on the wall is actually a mural. Almost like a tapestry or type thing, but not cloth. It's painted on the wall, a mural. And the centerpiece of the mural depicts a glowing orb that has red, white, blue, and green lines swirling within it. And
Well, I wonder what that could be.
and
And
rays
it's
that
not
are
similar to the one that we had collected.
It's exactly the same as the one you guys had collected.
Okay.
And it's and there's like you can actually see from it the scene. It's sort of like a more abstract thing. It's not depicting a particular thing, it looks like, but it looks like it's at the top of like this mountain or something, and coming out from it in all directions there's like beams of fire, or beams of like water, motes of fire, chunks of earth flying, and like gusts of wind. It looks like there's a storm going on. Very clearly some great power that it's depicting. And above it there is actually what appears to be a riddle. And
This is about the mural.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that mural.
But actually no, wait. So above the mural is what seems to be a caption, but it is in those northern runes.
Anybody have some paper?
Nope.
The runes that were in that book that we had.
Say a similar type of runes.
Hell. I will tell everyone to wait and ritual cast copyright languages and see if I can read it.
Okay. Yeah. you are able to. And so what it reads, it basically says, travel up the river that lies to the north of here until you find a waterfall. Within it lies the Might Stone, which is depicted below.
Oh, we already did that.
Helpful.
I feel like we're doing this backwards.
Hey Alexis, welcome to stream.
Nerd.
Anyways, so that, I know that's probably not what you guys were hoping for out of character, but that is what it reads.
I suggest we walk back
Alright.
to
Yeah.
the other fork.
This was the other fork. Or you mean like the one at the very
The-
beginning? Yeah.
The other fork.
Other fork. Yeah.
This fork.
The first
Fork you,
fork.
bud.
The one right
If there was anything more nerdy than a group of people playing D&D, it's the people that are watching them.
Get fucked.
Okay. Hold
Don't
on
be
one
rude.
second. One second.
Nerds don't have tab.
There's no hierarchy in nerddom.
Mm,
That's just a lie.
mhm.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to describe one thing. It's not a big thing. It's not important really at all. But in that room with the riddle and the mural, it looked like there was some sort of like damage to one of the rock walls nearby, or like a cave in or something. Like there was a lot of rocks piled up before.